We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. We're back adventuring. All is right in the world, but we're adventuring in a brand new state today. Well, brand new state for you guys, not for me. Welcome to Tasmania. We are here in Tassie for the next little bit, and I'm so excited to go exploring and adventuring, and just to show you guys a little bit of a snippet of what this beautiful Australian state has to offer. Behind me, it's Hobart, the capital of Tasmania. But more importantly, behind it, up here, is Mount Wellington. Now, it is the middle of winter. I know I'm not rugged up now, but it's about 10 degrees, so it's a warm day. Speaking to locals, this is quite warm. Apparently it's meant to get super cold tomorrow. But anyhow, up the top, Mount Wellington, it has snow on it. I will be chasing snow this trip. I'm just so excited to be back. It feels so good. So good. The weather is just beautiful today. Just beautiful. I'm keen. I hope you guys are too. The next few videos are going to be filled with a lot of different adventures, and we'll see what we can find in the short time that I have here. Look at all of these. Well, I figure now is as good a time as any to introduce this video. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ash, and tonight I'm standing before you on the banks of the River Derwent here in Hobart, which is the capital of Tasmania. Tasmania is Australia's southernmost state, and it definitely takes the cake and the reputation for the coldest state in Australia. Unlike your other typical tropical islands of this country, this one definitely does not provide you with palm trees. But what it does provide you with is endless exploring opportunities and some amazing nature to match. For the next 36 hours, I'm going to be taking you around this amazing city, Hobart, to see what this amazing place has to offer. Behind me, you can see Constitution Dock, which is where the Port of Hobart is, and you can see all of these really cool fishing vessels behind me. Let's see what this city has to offer for the next 36 hours. Come along with me. Come on. Okay, cheers. It's good? This is the cherry one.
It's not really giving me cherry, it's giving me like date.
That's giving me real cherry, not fake cherry. It's really rich though, it's thick. It looks thick. So that one's the cherry cider. It's a Willie Smith's, it's from Tasmania. So cheers to some Tassie bevies.
Cheers.
This is Jade, by the way.
That was,
Good morning to the sounds of Hobart City at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Right now, I'm on my way to get some coffee, and then we're off to stop one on our Hobart tour, and that is sunrise at Mount Wellington. It's already really cold. I've got thermals on, I've got a knit on, and I've got another knit on. The summer is a lot colder than the city, so let's see how we go. Okay, I've got my coffee. I'm feeling like a human again, so cheers to that. We kind of missed the boat for sunrise. Like, sunrise isn't for another half an hour, but it's also a 35-minute drive up there, and the road conditions have it as icy and potentially snowy, so We're not going to rush for sunset. There's no point, you know, not being safe driving up there because it is quite a dangerous road up to Mount Wellington. But we're still going to go up there in the morning. We've been told because there's been so much snow up there, it could be slightly busier. So we do want to head up there early. Let's enjoy the rest of this coffee and head up to the snow. Oh, I'm so excited! Tasmania, you are. The cool thing about it, I'm actually driving. See, I reckon that's broken. Water. Oh. Stop number 1 is the lookout about halfway up the mountain. It's beautiful. Oh, wait until you see snow and gum trees. Oh my god. That's amazing. That's an amazing sight. It's like, well, you can't see it anywhere else. So the summit is 3 hours return. That's where we are. And the springs. Then we want to go all the way up there. Okay. I'm keen.
Yeah.
The road is so icy that we just came up on. See that? That's a summit. So, we've made the executive decision that we're going to walk up the road, which is closed due to the snow and ice. They usually do this, it's the middle of winter, so there's already ice on the road that we're walking on. So, come with us on the adventure to the summit of Mount Wellington.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So, road's closed because of snow and ice.
No, baby.
But we're gonna walk. I can already see snow, ice up there, and then the pinnacle up the top. The snow's already here. We've barely gone any time. It's just so pretty. And look at the ice on the road. This is the reason we weren't allowed to drive. Yeah. It's getting warm, so we've got our jackets on holsters, but it's really gonna be cold at the top. I can already feel it.
Yeah.
We're checking in a bit. Oh, snow melt from the mountain. Guarantee this is going to be so cold. Oh, that's icy. So we're starting to see a lot more snow on the road and ice. So weirdest thing, we just found these. And they're like in the ice. They're huge. For reference, Australia doesn't have big pawed predators. Now that's got to be a big dog if it's a dog, but if it's not a dog, what the hell is it? If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. You can definitely see why they closed this road. Look at the glistening on it. Yeah. So for reference, this is meant to be 2 ways, and that's a sheer drop. And this is like covered in reef-frozen snow, so it's like ice. There we are, summit's up there, and we've got a long way to go. Look at the icicles! They're icicles. It's getting cold!
It's cold.
Oh, come out, sun. Yes, yes, come save us. So behind us you can see the outskirts of like Glenorchy and Hobart. Down the back there. Not the Tasman Bridge anymore. It's getting very, very snowy and very icy. If anyone wants to know what Australia looks like in the snow, well, it looks like this. Oh, look at this.
So cool.
It's just so beautiful. Look at the icicles.
Oh my God, those ones are cool. Oh shit.
They're so long.
That is shit. Oh my God.
So we just saw the coolest icicles forming from the snow melt on some sticks. It was magical.
It was like Ice Age. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like
it was really cool.
Those popsicles in Ice Age.
The snow markers have now replaced the general bollards. Just look at it. Australian winter wonderland. It's snowing! It's actually started to snow. How happy are you? So I don't know if you guys can see it, but the water, that's actually water melting underneath the ice. Like, oh my God.
Oh, you oh, shit, that's satisfying.
Oh, that's cool. Oh. Like it's actually cracking.
There you go, honey.
Oh, that's so cool. It's like glass. Yeah.
You're not in this on your own. Oh, darling, I would never let you go.
Can you guys see it? It's a little rock wallaby. Oh no!
Darling, no matter what it takes, we'll make it through.
Nearly there. And that's Hobart. Glenorchy, that's the Tasman Bridge down there. And that's the summit. Look at it! Oh, it's so pretty. So down there's Glenorchy, and then kind of down behind there is Hobart. It's so pretty. And here's the ranger. This ranger has driven past us like 6 times, and I joked that I was going to get him to pick us up. I think he knows us at this point. We made it to the pinnacle. We are here. It's so windy, but it's so stunning. Oh, look at that view! Kunanyi is the traditional owner's word for this mountain. It's so pretty. So much snow! So we came before the busload of people, and I'm really glad. It's so windy. Put Mount Wellington, Kunanyi on your bucket list at the back of Hobart. It's amazing. It's cold in winter, so come prepared. I've been here in spring and it's still pretty chilly. Come prepared and come for some amazing views. So worth the walk. So the Derwent Estuary actually formed between 13,000 years ago and 6,500 years ago when the sea level rose and flooded this entire river valley. You can see mountain peaks without the clouds here for 150 k's. So this is a dolerite mountain, which is where magma forms in intrusive plugs, and all the softer sediment is then weathered away throughout the centuries and millennia. So it's forming when your magma sits underneath all of your sedimentary rocks, and you get intrusive plugs coming up through them during times of volcanic activity, and then over the time these solidify into dolerite, which is a really, really hard igneous rock, and basically over time, as you get wind and water and rainfall and snowfall, it slowly erodes all of the softer sediments around it to create these intrusive plugs. They're also called the organ pipes here, so that's an interesting one, similar to the formation of the Glasshouse Mountains in North Queensland. So it's pretty cool. Southernmost state, northernmost state have really similar forms, just different climates. And this one actually formed around 170 million years ago. So, for reference, that 170 million years old, that's actually the same time period as when the Chinchilla petrified wood was formed. So all of these occurred during the same period of volcanic activity along the entirety of the east coast of Australia, which is where Tasmania sits. So the entire east coast, from the Glasshouse Mountains down to here, all formed from the same era of volcanic uplift and volcanic events, which was the breakup of Gondwana. So Australia wasn't really Australia back then. It's pretty cool. We quite literally have the summit to ourselves now. To Treat Station, where the snow meets the sea. Oh, now we have to decide. Do we go back the way we came, which was the road, or do we attempt to find the hiking tracks? But the thing is, we don't have a map for the hiking tracks. Southwest, you are here, you are here. There's no... I'm confused, because that's the wrong way. Do you want to risk it? It's difficult. Because as you can see behind us, that's going to become a whiteout soon. And oh, my fingers are getting so cold.
Down the mountain.
It's cold. So we're gonna back down the pivot. Here's an example of why you should never trust snow. That's literally, like, you could break your neck down there. Like, that's decently deep. That's why you should never trust these snow embankments. They can just collapse. I thought I would update you guys. We're currently walking back down the road. It's like 11 a.m. or just after 11. We did want to try and make it for the Salamanca markets, which are on between 8 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. each Saturday, down in Hobart, down near the Docklands. But considering we can't find the track to go directly down the mountain, and it's a 6k walk back to the car on the road. Look at this. It's a piece of ice, and look at it. You can like see. That's so cool. It's like wild.
Shards.
It's like a so like, look. It's wild. That's so cool. If anyone knows how that forms, that'd be really cool to know. Let me know.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. We marked this spot on the way up and we're gonna do some snow angels.
Darling, no matter what it takes, we'll make it through. Oh, don't be afraid, my dear, 'cause I'm not going anywhere. Know that I'll be there.
Perfect. So team, we are not going to make it for the Salamanca markets. It's currently 12:45. It's a half an hour drive there. The markets end at 1:30. It's not worth it. So I might try and include that in a next video because I'm going to be in Tassie for the next little bit. So we want to go to Cascade Brewing, which is a brewery here in Tasmania that does ciders and beers. Anyway, so in total, to walk from this car park that we had to park at, it took us 5 hours return. So we left at about 7:30 and we returned at 12:45. So 5 hours, but we were taking so many photos. We really took our time and I'm so glad that we did because we honestly got to see the coolest things. So I think we're gonna look up whether Cascade has some good food because we're both quite hungry and quite thirsty, and considering we missed the markets, we want some nice food. So next stop on the Hobart tour, Cascade Brewing. Next stop, Cascade Brewery. Look at it. That's cool. It's the old harnessing. The cauliflower palmy. I got the hot mead. So it's a honey wine and it's warm. Oh, it's so warm. I think it's going to be perfect. Oh, that's so good. That's really good. The cauliflower palmy. So we've now got the mulled cider, and I swear it's just gotten colder as well. So, oh, it's got an orange in it. Oh, that is really good too. Oh, the spices in that. It's got cinnamon, ginger, orange, brown sugar, cloves and star anise. I can definitely taste the clove and star anise in this one. Hello, Mr. Rooster. So we finished at Cascade Brewing and I've actually just driven down to Battery Point, which is a beautiful, beautiful area full of the old colonial buildings. Actually, just down behind me is where the Salamanca markets would have been. And some oysters and some pippies. bar. So I've just had a quick walk around Salamanca area and Battery Hill. So I'm actually headed back now. We actually did look into the creepy history of Hobart, and apparently they used to run ghost tours here, which could have been kind of cool to do, but unfortunately due to the last few years their business is no longer operating. I gave them a call and they said they're going to start up around October again. A bit disappointing, but what can you do? I know. Looks very eerie. So that's the old jam factory. 1920s, where it claimed to be the largest in the world and the most modern. Drunken Admiral. Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. Is that a pirate themed bar?
Skeleton on the ship side, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Tom McHugo's.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys are enjoying this video. This is what I would want to do in Hobart for a day. It might be different to what you guys are interested in, so we're going to enjoy the rest of our night. Hope you guys do too. Oh, ready, boom! Like what? Yeah. Don't mind taking a leak with you. We're getting there. Here we are. We made it. It's incredibly cold up here, but worth the walk. Come to Mount Wellington, Kunanyi Mountain, Hobart, Tasmania. Put it on your bucket list.